Hi, this is for all the people that are thinking of buying a home. I wanted to go over the prep work that you need to do before you actually go out and take a look at homes. Um, the first thing you need to do is get pre-approved. Getting pre-approved today is very easy. Of course, it's not as easy as it was 2 or 3 years ago when you just called your lender and get pre-approved in 10 minutes. Today, lenders are requesting of you some documentation that you need to provide to them, and after 2 or 3 days, when they have reviewed all this information, they will get your pre-approval letter. Now, getting a pre-approval letter is not the main thing. The main thing about getting into this process is for you to find out exactly what your payment will be if you buy a house of that kind of money. Number one, and number two, what are your fees? What fees will you be paying at closing, and how much cash you will be needing at closing, so you are prepared. Um, my suggestion to you is, once you get a pre-approval letter, talk to your lender and get a good faith estimate, what is called a GFE. A GFE will detail all the fees that the lender is charging you, and it will estimate all the other fees like title fees, tax fees, and all of those fees. Sorry about the phone, it's going off, but the GFE will detail all those fees, so you can have a better idea how much cash you will need at closing and how much your monthly payment will be. And also, if that payment is going to include the taxes and insurance, and if not, then you're going to have to add that up onto your payments so you can be prepared. That's number one. Number two, once you've done this, you've already established your price range. However, you are going to need to define your criteria. How many bedrooms do you want? What kind of house do you want? Do you want a single-story house? Do you want a two-story house? Do you want a garage? You don't want a garage. You want an apartment. You want a pool. You want a waterfront home. What kind of house you're looking for? What's your dream house? What do you want the house to be on the inside? Would you like something that you are going to be able to remodel, or do you want something that is already done and you don't have to go through the remodeling process? That's your decision. But you do need to have a criteria to give your agent, something to base the search on. Also, cities. Cities are very important. There's a lot of people that we get calls from that are relocating from some other part of the country, and they don't know the cities very well. My suggestion to all of you is drive around. Drive around as many times as you want, as many times throughout the day as you want, so you can get to know all the cities a little bit better, and you can decide which cities you want to start looking houses in, your preferences. So that's number two. Number three, most of the time I do not show more than 5, 6, or 7 houses a day. Why is that? I show a lot of houses to buyers, and I've encountered that most of the buyers that I showed houses to, that show more than 10 houses to, get a little bit confused, because once you're looking at the 8th or ninth house, you can't remember the first house anyway. So your decision will be made based on the houses you do remember, and you are going to remember the latest houses that you saw that day. So my recommendation to you is, look at 5, 6, or 7 houses a day. Then sit down, go over them, and pick the ones that you like the most. Once you've done that, keep those in mind for the next day. When you look at more houses, then you're going to make a better decision based on the houses you like better. If you haven't found your house on the first day, then I'm sure you'll find it on the second or third day. I think that's mostly the prep work that you need to do in order to be ready to make an offer if the perfect house happens to pop on the market. And after that, your agent will walk you through the offer process and then the contract until closing. Now, the contract process is a little bit longer, and I will go over it in a series of blogs throughout this next week. But I think I've covered what I wanted today, so have a good day, and I'm sure I'm going to be seeing you soon. If you have any questions, please email me at blog@chenorgroup.com. Thank you.